welcome back to my podcast, Fashion Canes. I am your host, Alicia. This is Season 9, Episode 2. I have two co-hosts with me in this podcast episode. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Hey, I'm Summer.
Hey guys, I'm Abby.
Okay, in my last podcast episode, I told y'all my cane decision. Please go watch that one before you watch this one. Okay, at the end of my last podcast episode, titled Cane Decision, Summer, would you like to tell them what you were doing?
I was just researching about the different types of canes.
We were specifically talking about ID canes and mobility canes.
Yeah, and they said that the all white ones were for the totally blind, and the red tip on the end meant some usable vision, and the red and white striped meant
Deafblind. Deafblind. Does it have any more information about that?
And that was all that was on that article.
Oh, okay. She saw that in an article on the internet on her phone. So, if someone had light perception, would they get an all-white cane, or would they get a white one with a red bottom if they didn't want a customized or colored cane?
I don't know, what do you think?
Abby, what do you think?
I'm thinking. Would they get an all-white cane or a what?
Or one that's white with a red bottom if they didn't want a colored or customized cane if it was someone with light perception?
Maybe the one with the red bottom, or I don't know.
Light perception is not usable.
Not usable.
Light perception is not usable.
Not
So
usable.
I
All
guess
white.
all white then.
All white.
They're not exactly totally blind, but
If they don't have light perception, then yeah, maybe all white.
yeah, they're not exactly totally blind, but they can't see the world around them, because people that have light perception only see light. I don't know. I'm just asking. I would think it would be an all-white cane. Do you see an article that addresses something like that, Summer?
I got sidetracked and went to Amazon and was looking.
You were looking at canes?
I was looking to see about the colorful canes, but I guess since, they are for
Colored
not
canes are...
the color of them is not necessarily for the user, the cane user. It's for the people around them to know about it.
Yeah,
So I guess that's why they don't have many colorful options.
the all-white ones and the one that's white with the red bottom
Yeah.
is for other people.
Yeah.
The colorful canes are for the people that want colorful canes.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I guess that's why there's not very many options though, because it's a standard is what I'm saying. There should be, but
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
they make, like
Absolutely.
regular walking canes that people use for balance and, whatever.
They come in different
They come in
colors.
different colors. They come in all sorts of colors.
I know they do. My daddy has several walking canes because sometimes he needs it.
Yeah.
He don't need one all the time, but he needs it sometimes. He has a black cane, he has a navy blue cane, he has a brown cane. He has a lot of canes.
I saw somewhere it says that the red bands on the canes would be for low vision, but it can also be for deaf blind.
So do the red bands look different for someone with low vision and someone that's deafblind?
It's like a white cane with red, like a red section and then white and then a red section below.
What about people that's totally deaf and totally blind?
Totally deaf, totally blind. It says all white, blind or visually impaired, red tip, fully blind, red band or bands, low vision or deaf blind, red and white stripes, deaf blind, non-white cane, mobility or balance support only.
That's just not fair.
I don't know. That's just whatever.
It's not fair though.
Yeah.
Well, they make those like that, but general public doesn't know
No,
what
I've
colors
never
those
heard
canes
this.
mean.
I've never heard this in my life until I just looked it up.
So if they're gonna make you use a white cane, they should not make you use a white cane, but you know what I'm saying?
No, they
If they're gonna
shouldn't
make your
make you-
cane white,
They shouldn't make you
if
use
you're
a white
gonna use a
cane.
cane and it's gotta be white, then the rest of the world should know what it means.
Right, we should know
Does that
that,
make
because
sense?
then what's the purpose?
Exactly.
Exactly. I mean,
So let's just
I mean,
throw
I-
it to the wind, and I say you get your color one.
I
do
would say,
too.
I say you get an all pink cane like
Yes,
you want.
ma'am, yes, ma'am.
yeah. For those who don't know, I would love to have an all pink cane. No, I will never be a full-time cane user. I'm primarily an echolocator, and even when I have my cane, I still echolocate. I don't just stop echolocating because some days I have my cane with me. But anyway, Summer, that's a good point. I mean, the general public, usually, most people, they don't know the difference in a white cane with a red bottom or an all white cane.
Yeah,
If they see a cane that's white at all, they think, oh, this person is blind.
yeah, they think they're totally blind.
Yeah, they do. And when you try to explain it, that when you try to verbally protest, you're like, no, I can see, but I can't drive.
Right. And then they're like, if you can see, why do you need a cane? It's
Yeah.
like, you need more,
Yeah.
you need more to learn more about it. for
Yeah,
sure.
like, well, if you can see, why do you need a cane? Well, some people don't have, actually, a lot of people in this community don't have depth perception.
Uh-huh.
Some people in this community have depth perception, some have limited depth perception, but a lot of us have no depth perception.
Yeah.
That don't actually mean that we don't see curves or steps. It means that we can't judge the depth of curves and steps.
Right. You can't tell necessarily how far away it is from you or how tall, you know.
Yeah, like how deep or tall the step is. Yeah, exactly. I'm all for colored canes.
Me too.
I am too.
Even if you are totally blind, if you want a colored cane, I think you should get it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yeah, girl.
I'm 2 steps away from being totally blind in my left eye.
And then you have some vision in your right eye, right?
I have some vision in my right eye. So like, is there like a different color cane for people that are not just deaf-blind, but people that are totally blind and deaf?
Yes. Well, I don't know about totally blind and deaf. It says deaf blind, yeah, I guess. Red and white stripes.
Yeah, I know that, but like, there's only a small percentage of people that are totally deaf and totally
Right.
blind. Most people that are deaf-blind are either low vision and deaf,
Uh-huh.
or they're totally deaf. And wait, where am I going with that sentence?
No, I know what you're trying to say.
Most people that are deaf-blind are either
Either have some usable vision or some usable hearing.
yeah,
There you
that
go.
they usually have some usable
One or the other.
hearing and no vision, or some usable vision and no hearing, or some usable hearing and vision.
Uh-huh.
Only a very small percentage of people are totally deaf and totally blind.
Right. So this may
Yeah.
mean just kind of.
That's a possibility. It does happen, but it's extremely rare.
So I asked ChatGPT why this was a thing, if the public isn't aware of it, and it says
So cars can see it better?
the colored cane system was created as part of orientation and mobility training and broader advocacy from groups like the National Federation of the Blind and the American Foundation for the Blind. The goal is to create a quick visual signal that can communicate the level of vision, additional needs like deaf blindness, safety cues, especially for drivers and pedestrians.
It don't communicate the level of vision.
Hold on, let me get there. Hold on. It says, in theory, the idea was for it to allow strangers to adjust their behavior instantly, even without conversation. But the problem with that is because it's not universally taught or enforced, because it's not standardized everywhere. Public education is obviously limited. it says it's more for professionals in frequent interaction settings, like people in healthcare or something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much just what it's saying. So it had a good thought behind it.
It did,
but
it did.
It had a nice thought behind it, but it's really not.
It doesn't do any good if nobody knows about
It,
it.
it don't really do that much good if very few people know about it. Honestly,
Yeah,
I'm all for the customized colored canes.
I am
And if you get an all customized cane, and if you want to snap a keychain onto it, that's your business.
Because it does say, regardless of the color, the cane still communicates. Like
yeah,
some
it does.
caution,
So like,
some,
yeah, so like, if somebody had an all blue cane or all pink cane, it would still communicate this person is visually impaired.
Well,
surely.
it would at least, even if I saw somebody with any sort of assistive device, then you know that they have some sort of
Difference.
Yeah,
difference.
because before this conversation, I didn't even know there was anything to the colors. So I'm just looking at a cane in general.
Yeah,
It didn't matter what color it was.
yeah.
So you could have pink, green, black, blue, bright yellow. I wouldn't, you know.
So
Yeah, I
what,
wouldn't know
so
either
so what would you think if, let's just say you were in a store and you saw a person walking with a light blue cane in their hand.
I would
It's
know.
light blue from grip all the way down the shaft, and maybe the tip is blue, maybe the tip is white.
I wouldn't think anything of it other than, you know, if I'm passing them in the aisle of the store, I know to help them as in not offer assistance, but as in stay in my lane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Pay
you
attention.
know,
You know to
exactly.
pay attention.
Some
Use caution. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like even if that person don't have it out in front of them doing 2-point touch or
Yeah.
the Hoover technique, for those who don't know, the Hoover technique is when you sweep the cane from side to side. Even if that person is not doing that, even if that person is just walking around with it in their hand, that's their choice. They're still using it. They're just not using it the way that totally blind people use it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just the cane itself communicates enough to me.
Yeah, it's kind of like a shoulder sling. You know,
Yeah.
somebody's got
Shoulder
their arm.
slings?
Somebody's got their arm in a sling. You know not to bump into them.
Yeah, I don't
Use
know
caution.
exactly what's wrong.
Right. You don't know
Doesn't
anything
matter.
about them. You don't know if it's a permanent or if it's a, you know, you don't know anything other than,
Right.
hey, you know, it's just a clue
Be-
to,
Yeah, cautious
clue
what
to us.
they're aware of.
yeah,
All
don't plow over them.
all a cane says about you is that you don't see well. It don't communicate the level of vision you have.
Right.
I was taught to use a cane like a totally blind person. I don't think I need to use it like a totally blind person in maybe not every case, maybe not every situation, but in a lot of situations. I've been echolocating for approximately 4 years now.
Uh-huh.
My echolocation is not as strong as I would like it to be, but you get what you get, and you don't get upset. And I've tried very hard to improve my echolocation skills to the ability that it's at now.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, echolocation should be offered to every visually impaired person. If they don't want to take it, that's their choice, but it should at least be offered, especially to visually impaired people that have degenerative diseases like glaucoma, cone rod dystrophy, macular degeneration, retinitis pigmentosa, retinopathy of prematurity, and other degenerative eye diseases. If you have a stable eye condition, it should be offered to you depending on how much you are able to see.
Not a bad idea.
No, it's not a bad idea. I wish echolocation was more mainstream. I will not have a cane that is entirely white on my podcast, Fashion Canes, or on my YouTube channel, Modest Fashionista, and I will not have one that is entirely white in my house.
Well, it's not an accurate representation of you anyway, according to the
Right.
It's not.
standards, so.
It's not because I can still see out of one eye. I can't see enough to drive.
Plus, the white is a little boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a little more fabulous than that.
Yes, Summer, that's a good point. It's white is boring.
But see, I mean, your podcast is fashion canes. I mean,
Yeah,
come
it
on.
is.
Yeah.
Gotta have some style to it.
And obviously.
Like a keychain.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or even a all
wrap
colored.
around top,
Yeah, like or
something.
even an all colored cane with a keychain attached to the string glue. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, something.
Exactly. Yeah.
Anything other than plain Jane.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, I'm not saying that I'll never have another white cane again, but I will never have one that's entirely white. I will at least have the grip or the handle piece be a fun color like blue or pink.
Yeah, there's nothing. I think that should be standard. You should be able to pick what color you want your handle at least. I mean, come on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You should be able to pick out what color handle you want if you want to go with the white cane route.
Is
Right.
there
If-
like a
if you-
customizable?
If you want to go the route of having it entirely customized, you should be offered that choice by O&M specialists. There are reflective tapes in different colors like blue, green, pink, purple.
Ooh. You could do that.
That's an option, y'all, if y'all want to take that route. Is there anything else y'all want to add to this?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think this is a very informative and good conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I think so too. Did you find any more information in an article you saw on your phone
Mm-mm.
while we were having this conversation?
No, I just started looking at it again. I was looking on Amazon. At least they do have some. This one has got a pink handle on it.
Oh, did you see the one that's pink handle with the white shaft?
Yes, and the red bottom.
It's an option, y'all. If y'all want to go that route, I'm all for it. Customized canes should be taught as an option, even to kindergartners that are blind or low vision.
Yeah.
Did you say something?
I just said, yep.
Thank y'all for being on my podcast.
Thanks for having us.
Y'all said that at the same time? Y'all want to clap your hands at the same time? Me, Abby, and Summer clapped our hands at the same time. Wasn't that fun? It was fun to clap our hands, and it was fun to have this conversation with y'all.
Yes, it was.
Aw.
Thank you for being on my podcast.
Okay, we'll see you another time.
I'm excited for next time.
Thank you. Thank you for watching this podcast.